Yo, welcome back guys, and in this video, I want to talk about the work in progress balance changes that are coming to Clash Royale. You know, they just kind of been released right now, and I kind of want to just quickly go over the topic pretty much, and just kind of give my thoughts about it. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about pretty much the, in my opinion, more important cards that are on this list. So yeah, let's get straight into this. First card I want to talk about is the Giant Skeleton buff. So I believe it is getting an 8% HP buff, and I don't know how to feel about this because on one hand, yes, the card really isn't seeing that much play at the moment, but on the other hand, when the card is seeing a lot of play, it creates a really unhealthy meta in terms of just building decks that revolve around defending the entire time, and in my opinion, that's just not a really healthy way to play the game. I feel like this game is kind of, or supposed to be played about in terms of outplaying the opponent and going aggressive and stuff like that, but when the Giant Skeleton is meta, you know, every deck is basically all about defending the entire time, and it gets really annoying. So like I said, I don't know how to feel about this, but like I said, if it does become meta, be on the lookout for Giant Skeleton Royal Giant combination decks, because it's definitely probably going to be seen, and I'll definitely cover that type of deck for you guys. So yeah, next thing I want to talk about is the Little Prince, and the Little Prince is actually getting a very big nerf. So I believe that the Little Prince is actually getting a really solid damage nerf, and the Guardian is getting nerfed. So the Guardian's getting an HP nerf, and the Little Prince is getting, I believe, a good damage nerf. So with that being said, you know, the Little Prince is overall going to be doing a lot less DPS, and the Guardian is going to be a lot less tanky. So I don't mind that, to be honest. I think the Little Prince definitely deserves a nerf, and yeah, it's definitely going to be more balanced, and I think it's actually going to be completely balanced now. It may still be on the stronger side, but that's totally fine as long as it's not broken. So yeah, Little Prince nerf is definitely coming for sure. By the way, like, these balances are subject to change, like they aren't finalized. So with that being said, some of these cards may be included in the actual balance changes, but some of them might be excluded. So just keep that into consideration, but I'm almost certain that like the Little Prince will definitely get the nerf it deserves. But let's go for the next match. Here's the next match, and you know, so with that being said, I talked about the Little Prince. I want to talk about the guards now. So the guards are definitely very interesting because they're getting an HP buff, and from what I've been told is that the guards will now survive arrows, which is very not good. It is not good that the guards will survive arrows now. Like I said, that's what I've been told. I don't know if that's actually true, but if that is true, that is going to be super unhealthy for the game, and it's going to create an even more defensive oriented game. And guards, yeah, be ready to see guards in literally like every single deck you play, because it's going to be absolutely broken now. So yeah. Also, I want to talk about goblins. So goblins are also very interesting because, as you guys know, if you nerf goblins, you basically have to nerf all the other goblin cards that come with it. For example, like if regular 2 elixir goblins get nerfed, then the goblin barrel gets nerfed, the goblin gang, and goblin drill, etc. So, in my opinion, I absolutely love that the 2 elixir goblins are getting a nerf. As of right now, they are getting a first hit speed nerf, I'm pretty sure is what it is. Like I said, I don't know. I don't have like the chart pulled up at the moment, obviously. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. I believe that's what it was. But, yeah, so they're getting a first hit speed nerf, and with that being said, all the other goblin cards with that are getting that type of nerf as well. So, mark my words right now, guys. I want you to literally mark my words that this buff is not going to go through. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I 100% believe that this buff will not go through, just due to the fact that there is a very large community of players that use goblins and stuff like that, and I feel like they're just going to be like too overpowering, so to speak, I guess, or to the point where like the balances will not go through for the goblins, even though in my personal opinion the 2 elixir goblins need such a big nerf already. They've been so strong for over a year. I feel like they definitely need to change already. And if you can't nerf the goblins in terms of the first hit speed, at least make the 2 elixir goblins a 3 count instead of a 4 count. I think that would be a lot more fair, because in my opinion the other goblin cards don't need a nerf. It's only the 2 elixir goblins, so I can see why people will get upset at that. But like I said earlier, nerf the 2 elixir goblins to a 3 count and everything will be good. Let's go for the next match. Here's the next match against the pro. I'll just go for my fisherman right here. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the goblins. Like I said, I think they definitely deserve a nerf, but obviously, as we all know, for like the 5,000th time or the 5,000th time, whatever, it's not going to go through. It's just not going to go through. So my hopes for Goblin's nerf is definitely kind of low. I'm not expecting them at all. Definitely have very low hopes for that. So yeah, next card I want to talk about is the Royal Recruits. They are getting a damage nerf. And you know, I agree with this. The Royal or the Evil Royal Recruits are way too strong at the moment as well. Yeah, these Evos are just getting out of hand for the most part, like, you know, the Archers, which actually, as of now, the Archers are also getting a nerf. I don't know the exact statistics, but they are definitely getting a nerf. I'm pretty sure it like has to do with the range and stuff like that for the Archers. But yeah, the Evil Royal Recruits are getting a damage nerf, which is super expected, or not really expected, but super deserved. So yeah, that's kind of what I got for the most part for the balances. Like, there's definitely more balance changes, but they're not as important in my opinion. I kind of went over the most important ones, but I do want to talk about Pekka not being on this list yet again for like over a year now. I don't get it, guys. Like, I just want to tell you guys, I do not understand why Pekka has not seen a buff in over a year. It blows my mind. I'm starting to believe that Supercell does not like Pekka. I'm starting to believe like some of the, I don't know, balance team members or something does not like Pekka at all, so they're not giving it the love it needs. So I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say about it. And here's a fun fact, actually. Some of the Pekka players, you know, like the really good Pekka players, aren't even using Pekka in the deck anymore. They're switching Pekka out for wall breakers. Just keep that in mind. That's how bad Pekka is right now, and it's not on their radar whatsoever. It is not on the balanced team's radar whatsoever. Doesn't make sense, but it is what it is, you know. It really is what it is. Can't do anything about it. But that is my thoughts. I want to hear your guys' thoughts as well on the balance changes. Let me know what you guys think about it. Like I said, they're subject to change, but for the most part, they're kind of finalized, not gonna lie to you. Except for the goblins. Except for the goblins. I hope I'm wrong about that, by the way. But yeah, that will be the end of this video. Thanks for watching.